ถ่ายแล้วครับ
Okay. Good evening and welcome to our final presentation on the app that we are planning on developing, the Nutrifit app. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity that you've given us to have a chance to work as real entrepreneurs and to think of what it really means to actually become a startup. A lot of things that we may not have thought of in the past. So before further ado, let us get into it. Don't mind my highly technical system. So, just to give you a very quick intro, what is Nutrifit? It's a food delivery app that is also a calorie and nutrition tracker. So this is something that the market desperately needs, that we really believe that consumers will want, and moreover is something that there is already market proliferation for. It's essentially, I guess, Lori Greiner would have said, it's a better mousetrap, right? And that's kind of always the greatest thing. It's you just take something and make it a little bit better. So this is where we get a little wordy, so bear with me for this. Pardon my notes. So Nutrifit is a pioneering mobile application that merges the convenience of food delivery with the functionality of a calorie tracker. So it's designed to make personal nutrition management and healthy eating accessible to everyone. Nutrifit offers a unique platform where users can order food from their local restaurants, they can track their nutritional intake, and maintain their dietary goals. We have a user-friendly interface and innovative features that we at Nutrifit aim to become a leader in the health-conscious segment of the food delivery industry, which, if forecasts can be believed, is where we're all headed. Our service not only caters to individuals, let me try that again. Our service not only caters to individuals looking for convenient and healthy meal options, but also provides valuable data-driven insights to help users make informed dietary choices. So that's really our summary of who we are and what we do, right? On this page, we also have our legal definition of who we are. So our legal business description is Nutrifit Inc. is a privately held startup registered as a limited liability company, an LLC. The company operates under the laws and regulations of the jurisdiction of the California state in the United States. Nutrifit is dedicated to providing innovative digital solutions for food delivery and dietary management through our mobile application. So there is a slight question, are we a technology firm or are we a food app? And quite frankly, we're somewhere in the middle. So what is our vision? Our vision is to revolutionize the food delivery ecosystem by integrating smart nutritional tracking tools, making healthy living effortless and accessible to people everywhere. So what we have with that is we really want you to be able to live your best life, eat the way you want. It's all about living healthy. It's all about being able to stick to the goals and the means that you want, which quite frankly can be very difficult because a lot of times you may not know what your intake is, right? But the great thing about our vision here is we'll be a one-stop shop for all your dietary goals. So our next slide is our mission. Our mission here is to empower individuals to make healthier food choices with ease and convenience by providing a seamless integration of food delivery and nutritional management Nutrifit helps users achieve their health and wellness goals through a supportive digital platform. So here I think we show very clearly our mission and our vision and what we really want for the industry and for our company. How do we make people's lives better? Pardon my technical difficulties. So, what are our objectives? One is to provide a comprehensive food delivery and calorie tracking app that encourages healthy eating habits. Two, we want to establish partnerships with local restaurants promoting healthier menu options. Three, to leverage technology to personalize and experiences based on dietary preferences and nutritional goals. And four, to expand our user base to include health-conscious individuals, fitness enthusiasts, and anyone looking to improve their dietary habits. So that's really what we're looking for here. But I have to say that on top of that, we do see that when we say calorie tracking, nutritional tracking, it doesn't always have to be just because you want to lose weight, or even that you're particularly interested in your weight. Imagine if you had a food delivery application that was just there and you knew exactly how much you consumed. So you don't even have to be the crazy health nut who's tracking every single almond they put in their mouth, but it could just be you're more aware because knowledge is power. And even if you don't have power in anything else, at least you have power over yourself and your consumption, whatever that may be. So, we have some strategical alliances, and of course that'd be local restaurants and chains. So we really want to partner because of course with any delivery app, it's not just about the customer experience, right? The delivery has to be delivered from someone. So we're gonna have our partners, and very similar to maybe other food applications that there are, they're gonna be there, and we are truly going to have a partnership with them because we also need all the nutritional data from them, from their menus. Whether that be supermarkets, whether that be the restaurants themselves, of how many calories and what is in this dish, how much nutrition are you truly getting. Furthermore from that, we have nutrition and fitness experts, because we definitely want to collaborate with dietitians and fitness experts who can help be sort of a mouthpiece to healthy consumption. And healthy consumption, of course, does not just mean you're living off quinoa and kale. Healthy consumption can just be an awareness of how much you consume. Because, I mean, studies have shown that if you know how many calories are in one particular dish that you're consuming, by and large, people will consume less. If you know, and that's why they have these laws in the United States, if you have the caloric intake next to menu items, like if you see in Starbucks that, oh, this Frappuccino that you're ordering is 1,200 calories, people tend to make healthier choices in the beginning. Because of course there is always free will and free choice. Now, following this, we also have technology firms. Because we really want to work with tech firms to integrate advanced features like the AI that we're working on, and to analyze user preferences and improve the personalization of our services. Because what this is, when we mean a nutritional tracker, the same way that your Apple Watch works, or Siri, or Alexa, all these things, is you have to learn from your users. This has to be part of your daily life. And we need to partner with tech firms to make sure that that continues to work in the way that it should. So, here is our team. We have myself, the CEO and co-founder. I oversee company strategy, investor relations, and business development. I drive the company's vision, ensuring alignment with both short-term performance and long-term goals. Next, we have Nutrifit. He is the CTO and another co-founder. Nutrifit is responsible for the technological direction of Nutrifit. He leads the development team in building the app's infrastructure, focusing on scalability, user experience, and data security. Next, we have Sang-Yoon Lee, or Jerry. He's our CMO. So Jerry manages all marketing and customer acquisition strategies. He's in charge of brand management, marketing campaigns, and public relations to boost user engagement and market penetration. Now, Moti Ri is our head of nutrition. Her name is Anne. She develops the nutritional content of the app, collaborates with restaurants to ensure meal offerings meet nutritional standards, and provides expertise for user education on diet and wellness. And pardon me because I struggle with names. Nguyen T. Can Huyen, or Mui. She's our HR manager. Mui is responsible for recruiting, training, and employee welfare. She develops policies that nurture a positive workplace culture and ensures that the team remains motivated and focused. And last but definitely not least, again, let me get her government name. Su Wai Nin, I'm assuming that's correct, sorry Heather, is Heather. She is our CFO. Heather handles financial operations, including budgeting, financial planning, and risk management. She ensures the financial health of the company and leads the charge in financial reporting and compliance. So she's our piggy bank. So she makes sure that we actually have the cash that we need, which is crucial. So following that, what do we have? Well, compensation strategies. Give me 2.5 seconds to check this. I'm sorry, I need my notes. I know, I'm the worst. I'm really sorry about that. So, we have competitive compensation. So, what does that mean? It means that we take care of our people. We need to make sure that our people know that they are valued in this startup. We need people who are with us from the get-go and go with us. So your base salary, we're gonna pay what we can afford. But of course, we definitely want you to get the best that we can afford to have. Now, on top of that, we're gonna give performance bonuses because we really need our employees to really push forward in getting more users onto our application. And then stock options. Because just like the first employees at Apple and Tesla, if you truly believe in our mission and our vision, and you believe that we really can go the distance, then what we may not be able to give you at this starting point in cash, we can give in stock options that, if everything goes to plans, could be worth astronomical sums. Here's hoping. Now, what is our operation strategy? We want to streamline our operations to really focus on efficiency, right? Because efficiency is really where everything is. How can anything possibly go well if things are not as efficient as they really should be? Sorry. So aside from efficiency, we want to utilize agile methodologies in product development to adapt quickly to user feedback. Because we, especially in this beginning stage, we really want to hit the ground running with everything we get. If we start hearing that this particular feature is something that they don't like, or they're not finding it intuitive, it's not easy for them to use, we need to be able to be as agile as possible to make sure that our user experience is as easy and streamlined as possible. Our operational focus is on maintaining high service quality, customer satisfaction, and continuous improvements. My technical difficulties are somewhat upsetting. Okay. So, our allocation of profit. And we do pray to all that is holy, that we have profit. Now, first thing we're going for is reinvestment, because especially in the meeting, that's what we have to do. A significant portion of our annual profits will be reinvested into the company to fund R&D, marketing, and further development of the platform, because we need to grow. Everything in the meeting will be about growth. On top of that, we have employee bonuses. A portion of profits is allocated to performance bonuses, rewarding employees for contributing to our success, because they're our worker bees. Our hive cannot thrive, that rhymes, without our workers. And that's really what's gonna take us from this little startup to a $10 million, $20 million, $100 million company, and hopefully it won't be too long. And then of course we have shareholders. The remaining profits, which of course will be last and least, will be to these remaining profits will be distributed to shareholders based on their equity percentage, aligning with the company's long-term strategy. Yes, we're gonna say long-term, to maximize our shareholders' value. Because in this early stage, we definitely want everyone who believes in this mission to believe it can grow, believe that they will gain from this. Okay. All right, so let me talk to you a little bit about Nutrifit. What is Nutrifit? Nutrifit is more than just a food delivery app. It's more than just a health tracking app. It is your one-stop shop for your nutritional dietary needs. So what we have here is an application that, let's say for the Thai market, is very similar to something like Grab, right? This would be something that you can go on, you talk about, you log in, you create your profile, you let us know what your nutritional and dietary needs are, and then our AI interface there works with you to see how much, based on your age, weight, and wants, your caloric intake should be per day. You can talk about nutritional needs that you have, whether it may be an illness you have, or even something down to how bright you want your skin to be. Our interface will then take all that data and recommend what you should be consuming in each day. And how do we make this special? How do we stand out with this? Well, the difference between this and a lot of our food delivery apps is, in most food delivery apps, the main focus is marketing, right? People will buy ad space and they will just push their restaurant. The bigger restaurants will just have more and more ads. And where do consumers really struggle here? They struggle with a deadly, mind-boggling disease called decision fatigue. So, let me have a moment to talk about decision fatigue. What is decision fatigue? Decision fatigue is that moment where you have so much information that's just tossed in your face at all times that you literally get tired from the amount of decisions you need to make. How many times have you gone into whatever food delivery app you're in and you're like, I mean, the amount of times you scroll, there's always something new. But how many times do you just scroll through and you're like, there's nothing here, there's nothing to eat? And I mean, factually, that is not true. There's thousands of different things to eat. Why can't you choose something? Because your brain gets overwhelmed with the amount of information that is out there, that you get tired and you find yourself ordering the exact same thing that you ordered yesterday that you told yourself, I don't want. So we want to surpass that, because our interface will recommend things for you. And because we have all of your data, not only can we just recommend things that just pop up, it's like, oh, how about you have some pasta? We'll actually be tracking what you consumed, what you may be craving, because don't forget that cravings are also based on your nutritional intake. And we'll have recommendations for you of, okay, maybe you've only had carbs all day, and then we'll pop up, it's like, how about some chicken? How about chicken Alfredo? How about a steak? How about these different things that will help crave these urges that your body is telling you, I need these nutrients, and our app knows these things because we are tracking what you eat. So, following that, how can people use us? I'm so glad you asked. So, we are available for desktop and mobile. We are available for both iOS and Android users. We are available on desktop with smartwatches. So smartwatches, of course, make things so much easier. And you can use the built-in interface there to use, whether it be Siri or Google Voice. Is it called Google Voice? I don't know what Androids do. But anyway, you can talk to Siri and you can actually talk through Siri to our AI interface. So maybe if you don't want to pull your phone out, maybe you're at a meeting, maybe you want to pretend that you work for the FBI, you just bring your hand up and say, you know, I'm feeling a bit peckish. I think I want something sweet. And with just that prompt, you will already have a couple different things. Things will pop up, things that can be delivered to you, and also there will be a list of restaurants in your area. If, say, you are out of the house, our restaurant partners can also pop up in there as well, as there's also this restaurant that is this far from you, and our map integration will lead you right to where you need to go. So, following that, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it all. Our SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. What are our strengths? We have personalized meal suggestions by AI. No one has that. We have convenient access to suggested recipes and meals through our partners. Very different. And it is a free service. You can pay annual fees to get sort of better options and special features, but it is still a free-to-use application. Now, what are some of our weaknesses? Starting off, we have to acquire enough user data, and that is very much based on how much the consumers are willing to share with us, because we absolutely need their data. We can't work without it. Building partnerships. Starting from zero, building partnerships will be absolutely crucial in making this work. And engaging community and retention. People very often hear about a new app, they'll try it, and if it's not engaging enough, they'll go back to the one that they're using, even if you could say that the other app is arguably better. You can see that in Thailand with things like Robinhood, which in a lot of ways you can say it's kind of better than Grab, not only for the user but also for the partners. But I mean, it wasn't as easy to use. There weren't as many riders, so people just immediately go back to Grab. What are our opportunities? There is a massively growing food delivery industry in the United States. We are growing double digits year by year. Consumers' desire for customized services. What makes people do something? Why do you use what you use? A lot of times it's the experience. And if you can have an experience that is customized to you and your needs, then of course that is going to stand out more, and you're going to want to use that more than something that just doesn't. And of course there is the increased interest in health issues. People, we are living in, of course, what is known as the age of information, where ignorance is a choice. People know more now than ever what they're putting in their bodies. And a lot of times, it's not that most people don't care about their health. It's not like people don't know that McDonald's is garbage. It's not like people don't know, but it's easy. And that's always a future Luke's problem. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to eat. Not necessarily don't know what to eat, but I mean, I don't feel like it. A lot of the healthier options are harder to get. And it's just so much easier to, let whatever health concerns happen be a problem for the future. But people are getting more concerned day by day with what they can do. And this makes it easier, not just for those who are super concerned, but for your average Joe, your average person, to just continue on with their experience without disrupting their daily rituals. Now, what are our threats? Of course, there is very high competition, and people who run the industry, they are behemoths, absolute behemoths, and they have the name recognition. And it is very, very difficult to have people try something that goes against something that's very easy for them. I mean, something like Uber, well, for food it would be Uber Eats. It's, the name recognition alone is enough to crush us. But the second thing is users' hesitancy to share data. Our data is stolen from us day by day. We are harassed with ads, with scams, with all of this ridiculousness. So a lot of people, they don't want to give away their information. That's why iOS introduced these functions where you don't have to share your email, where iOS will come up with a fake email that they show to third parties, even if it's coming directly to your inbox. And our last thing to worry about is maintaining quality. So many things start out really great, and then they slowly go downhill. So these are things that we have to be super aware of to make sure that we have the best program possible. Okay, now that we've done our SWOT, let's do some TOWs. So, what we really want to work on is positivity. What do? If we work with our strengths and opportunities, we have personalized meal suggestions by AI. That is something that no one has worked on, and it doesn't seem like anyone's really focused on. We have the consumer desire for customized services. Again, people want things that are customized to themselves. Of course, the personalized suggestions, consumer desire for, more personalized services. We absolutely love that. We have some things that are going for us that are, let's say, our strengths and threats. Sure, we have no subscription fees, unless people who want the premium stuff. And then there's high competition. That's something that's always going to be a little bit stressful. We have the personalized suggestions, and then there's maintaining quality. That means that we always have to be on top of everything. We have to constantly be finding new partners, new users, new everything, and we have to keep that information up to date and still kicking and thriving to make things as good as they possibly can be. Pardon this. Sorry, I am running out of steam. This is a very long presentation. Thank you for staying with me. So our analysis. What are we going to do with our strengths and opportunities? We are going to leverage the free-to-use model to attract a larger user base in this growing food delivery industry. We're going to exploit the AI capabilities to capitalize on the increasing consumer desire for customized services. And when we think about our strengths to our threats, what are we going to do? We are going to use the free-to-use model as a competitive advantage against high competition from other established apps, and then enhance the AI algorithms to maintain high-quality, personalized recommendations to stay competitive. I feel very high-tech right now. Okay. Following this, what is our market analysis? Give me 1 second to pull up my notes. I'm very sorry, this is very unprofessional of me, but I am so tired right now. Let me get this. Really sorry. Hang on, I'm almost there. Okay, so our market analysis, right? Yes, all right, so our market analysis. The global food delivery market has been experiencing robust growth, further accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic. The integration of health and technology, especially in the food sector, has created a burgeoning market for apps that offer both convenience and health monitoring, And let's talk about some consumer trends. There's a growing consumer interest in health and wellness, with an increasing number of people looking for ways to eat healthily. We need to make life easier, This trend is coupled with demand for convenience, making food delivery apps that also track calories highly appealing. Of course, we can talk about our target markets, our demographics. We really definitely want our primary target market to include health-conscious individuals, working professionals, and millennials who seek convenience as well as ways to maintain a balanced diet. Because millennials, from what we know of them, they're the most neurotic group. They're very worried about everything, but they're also very lazy. So, I'm sorry all the times. And convenience is a huge thing. What are geographics? So we're going to start with urban areas because, of course, this startup will be based in Los Angeles. We're going to start in urban areas where people are more likely to use food delivery services. But then we're going to, because of their fast-paced lifestyles, but we're definitely going to expand into suburban areas that can follow as our business grows. What do we have here? Our customer profile. What is our customer profile? I will find out in a moment. So, our customer profile is someone who prioritizes convenience. They want transparent nutrition information because so many things are so hard to understand and they have little hidden things that you don't even know what that means. People's preferences toward dietary awareness. That's definitely something that we want for, those are definitely the customers that we want. Ages, we're looking from 22 to 45. And from here, also it's going to be focused on millennials, but also Gen Z, because we're all getting older and we all need to deal with our food. I feel very high tech. I don't know why this isn't going. Go. Okay, sorry. Okay, who are our competitors? Let's stop up. So we have, especially for the US, we have DoorDash, we have Noom, we have Uber Eats, and we have Blue Apron. Let's talk about some pricing. In comparison to Nutrifit, Nutrifit is free. So DoorDash is also freemium with paid premium. That means that you do not get most of the features. This is not just you will get something special, it's you get the least when you start with the freemium. With Noom, there's an expensive annual subscription. Uber Eats is a free platform with delivery fees. And Blue Apron is paid per meal serving. Now, personalization, let's talk about that. In comparison to everyone, we have an AI-powered, tailored to the individual needs. Let's see, what does everyone else have? DoorDash, nothing. Noom, what do they have? Tailored to individual needs. We're still better. Uber Eats, nothing. And Blue Apron, some dietary preferences in their meals. Delivery for Nutrifit, yes. DoorDash, yes. Noom, limited deliveries. Uber Eats, yes. And for Blue Apron, yes, but only for their meal kits. And let's talk about our unique selling points. What is everyone's unique selling point? For Nutrifit, personalized meal plan with delivery tracking calories. What do we have for DoorDash? Popular app with large restaurant database, established user base. With Noom, psychology-based approach, human health coaches, effective behavior change techniques. Meh. Uber Eats, what do they have? They have a massive restaurant selection for delivery. That goes back to, the decision fatigue. If there are 3,000 restaurants, that's not going to help you. It's too much. And then, of course, Blue Apron, which is a food delivery thing, they have pre-portioned ingredients for home cooking with some, not much, dietary preferences. So I think for the behemoths, the Goliaths that we as David need to go up against, we're pretty competitive. Let's talk about, again, if my technology will work. Why is this not going? Okay. All right. Where can you get this application? Let's say it louder for the people in the back. It is going to be on Google Play and the App Store. Any place you get your applications, which we know is these two places. So there you go. We're right there. Free to download, free service. And first month of your download, you get free deliveries for everything. So you're only paying for your food. So, what is next? Sorry, this is a lot to talk about. Okay, let's talk about our customer journey. Where do people see us? We're starting with our awareness. So we have SMS ads, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have X, and then we have YouTube. We're going to be using influencer marketing because we definitely want this to be a word of mouth thing. We definitely want people to see how much easier it is to just live the Nutrifit way. Interest. So we're going to make sure that our app landing page is full of educational content and an app demo. So you pop in, there's a little video that teaches you how to use this app, how do you make it easier, how do we get things done the way it should be. Then of course, the journey to consideration. How do we keep this? We have our trial period and our AI experience. We will have our AI who's with you every step of the way. There is no fee for you in that first month, including, again, because I said it before, free delivery. Because everyone knows that you're willing to pay $100 worth of food, but that $2 on delivery is absolutely unacceptable. Conversation. Conversion. How do we get people to stay with us? So we have seamless ordering. We have promotions. We have easy confirmation. Well, so what does that confirmation mean, just to make sure we're aware? You will get an SMS that comes back to you. You have notification through the app that tells you that your food, the people are aware of your order and someone is taking care of you. Because I don't know how many times I personally have ordered food and only to find out that, either it's been canceled or I have to call the restaurant after 2 hours to find that, they didn't see it and I didn't get my food, so I'm starving. And tracking, because we all love to track. Gosh, I can't speak. And retention. So how do we keep people there? Engagement, right? There has to be something that you can do with it. So there's gonna be even a little community within there where you can talk about your food. So it's not just leaving reviews, you can leave comments on different things. Feedback. So you can give us feedback, you can give restaurants feedback, you can give each other feedback, well, maybe not each other, but you can give us and restaurants feedback, and we definitely will have rewards for that. And advocacy. I can't speak. Advocacy. We will have our referral program, and we have user-generated content. So referral program, what does that mean? That means that you can gain dollars inside of our app the more you refer. So it could be as simple as, you get $5 per friend you get. And then after 20 friends, that may drop down to $2. Or might go up. No, that's not true. It will drop down to $2. And definitely user-generated content, because we want this to be something that is a community. We want to build a community around healthy eating. So, we're talking about our marketing plan. What is our marketing plan? We're going to be working with influencers, and the influencers that we're going to be starting with is Kayla Itzinez. She is a fitness guru, a trainer, and a best-selling author. And at the time of this recording, she had over 16.1 million followers. She seems to be a very sweet content creator who seems truly passionate about health and wellness and what can make things easier. If you're at the gym and you can just have these things delivered to you, not a meal plan where you have to decide, a week in advance what you're going to eat, but just on the fly. You just trained. What do you want to do? I'm going to order something. I don't know. Ask our NutriBuddy of what would you recommend? This is what I just did. And then, of course, another influencer is like the Thai food bloggers is LA Food Junkie. He is a LA-based food blogger who reviews, recommends, and promotes different foods. So why is this interesting? This, I think, is an interesting ploy because the fitness influencers are very focused on people who are interested in fitness. And sometimes a lot of the health nuts, maybe they aren't really into fitness, maybe they're very much on a holistic path, maybe they're on this, but the foodies, that's where you get all these people who, what they care about is food. They care about eating. and that will be where our mass market will be found. Okay. Next thing is our partners. How do we sell this to the restaurants? Because the restaurants have to use it, right? So we have a simple to use operating system. Our backend application for restaurants is super streamlined, nothing fancy. There will be preferences that will pop up. So you just send this order directly to the kitchen. Easy as can be. No crazy menus, no crazy things you gotta tap, confirm, or all this garbage. Very easy to use. It's super easy to use. Again, I keep repeating myself. You have more control, so you get to update your menu. You have a turn on and off options. You have instant payments. So all of this just makes it so much easier for restaurants. Even little grandma who has a food stall can use this, and it's super easy. And data protection. Your information is safe with us, and I'm not even going to say a lot about that. It's just your information is safe with us. We are not selling. We are not going on with it. We are protecting you because your partnership matters to us. What is our pricing strategy? And our pricing strategy is super simple. Penetration pricing. Very sexy. So our penetration pricing is we're coming in low. That's it. That's our main focus. We are going to undercut all of our competitors to make this such an easy decision. Why use Uber if Nutrifit does more and is cheaper? And that's the route that we're going for in the beginning for everything, whether that be the percentage we're taking from restaurants or the final price that gets to consumer. We are just going to be cheaper than everyone else. So let's talk about our pricing plan. Our pricing plan is as follows. For users, there's no subscription fee, and you have a 1 month free trial you have a 1 month trial with free delivery. So there is no subscription fee, but there are definitely things that you can do on top, right? You get the full experience for free, but there are add-ons that you can buy. They are not necessary, but they will enhance your user experience. Merchants, we have a few different options. You have a choice of 20%, 25%, or 29% delivery commission based on varying levels of built-in marketing. So that means that people who pay to market within the app. So what does that mean? Because I said before that, oh, Luke, I thought you said that we're not marketing based. Yes and no. So we are definitely not marketing based, but within that, if you have similar food, say if the app was going to recommend a chicken Alfredo, there may be 20 different restaurants that offer that, and based on your market proliferation, yours may be put up first. So aside from that, we have a lot of low-cost options. We have a 10% commission for basic partnership plans and 8% commission for Plus and Premier partnership plans on pickup orders. So that means whether you are a established restaurant or you just don't have the capital to spend all this on marketing, for a basic 8% of that, you can still be on the app and get what you need done. And for vendors, guess what? You can have a flat monthly rate. So let's move on to our production process. So I know I've been talking for a while, so let me try and wrap this up. How is this produced, right? It's an application. How do you make an application? Of course, there is all the research that goes into it, right? You need to do the market research. You need to do research into the technology itself. But say that we have all of that. How do we actually produce it? So we start with front-end development. So that's coding the user interface. We move to back-end development, which is developing a server. We're getting a database and application logic. How do we make everything work the way it is supposed to work? API integration. So what is that? It is stuff for third-party payment process, so that we go into the payment systems that you already have. You don't have to do something special to pay for stuff here. Map functionality, whether that be Apple Maps, Google Maps, That is making sure that you have the same app system throughout everything. How frustrating is it when you need to use a different map interface that is confusing and sometimes hard to find where you live? And then of course there is getting that restaurant data. And then finally we have the calorie tracking features. So we need to implement these features to log meals, we need to have the same features that track calories, and we also need to have a system that analyzes this nutritional information that we get from the users. So we are actually giving them true information based on their nutritional needs. All right, bear with me, I'm almost done. This is very long. Adan, you asked for this to be this long. I don't know why, it's a lot, but here we go. All right, let's talk about our revenue streams. Where do we go? So our revenue streams come from our delivery fees, our restaurant partnerships, and the premium subscription, which again is not necessary. So what operating costs do we have? We have marketing, we have payroll, administrative expenses, and then we have our technology development. What is our growth rate? If we're basing this off 2024 in the United States, growth rate, we are projecting a 20% growth year on year. Capital expenditures. There is a high initial investment to create this kind of app. Definitely there is moderate ongoing investments. So capital is key to make this as good as it needs to be. So what are our capital requirements? So we're thinking probably technology development will need about 200,000. Marketing and branding, 150,000. Our operational costs, another 100,000. And a contingency fund, because you never know when the sky may fall. So in our contingency, we are projecting that we probably need another 50, just to make sure that we are as safe as can be. All right, let's talk about our income statement. These are our projected things. So in our first year, so we're projecting if we can get over, let's say, 2,500 users in our first year, right? Revenue, we're projecting that would produce over, 300,000 in revenue. What are our cost of sales? 90,000. Gross profit, 210. Operating expenses, 180. That's really where we get hit. Paying some. Our EBITDA. So for our EBITDA, that'll be another 30,000. And net income, we're projecting, if the stars align and we go where we need to go, we're projecting to get 20,000 from that. And these are all, we're trying to round it off as much as we can. Second year, we project, again, that slight growth, right? That 20% growth. So we're projecting 360,000, right? Our expenses will go from, our cost of sales will go from 90 to 108. Our gross profit, we're assuming 252. Our operating expenses will go from 180 to 200. The EBITDA, we're projecting to be 52,000, and net income, just a very simple 40,000. And if projections, everything goes well, this is what we're hoping and praying for. In year 3, if we're just going from a basic growth standard, we're going to go from 360 to 432 in revenue. Cost of sales from 108 going up to 130. Our gross profit from 252 to 302. Operating expenses from 200 to 220. Our EBITDA from 82,000, from 52,000 to 82,000. I'm sorry, I'm trying. Did I move stuff on this? I did. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Now everyone can see behind. Everyone knows I'm a fraud and I don't remember this. I'm so sorry. I'm fixing it. My bad. All right, no one saw that. From 50,000 to 82,000, and our net income for our third year will be 65,000 big ones. Here's hope. So, cash flow. let's talk about cash flow. First year, and this includes our initial investment. Cash inflow, 500,000. Cash outflow, 470,000. And our net cash flow will be 30. Kind of depressing, but we can grow from that. In our year 2, cash inflow will be 360. Our outflow will be 300, and our net will be 60. This is where we believe we will be breaking even, right? Right here at the end of year 2. So starting off, when we get to year 3, our inflow will be 432,000, outflow 350, with a net cash flow of 82,000. So, what is our projected financial analysis? We project that we will break even at the end of year 2. Dear sweet baby Jesus, let's pray that that is true. Our return on investment is projected to increase significantly after we break even. So, and let's talk about our liquidity ratios. We want to be maintaining a healthy cash reserve to cover operational costs without additional financing, because we definitely don't want to do subsequent rounds to get more investment just over and over, and we end up diluting all of our original founders. Now that we've had this very long session, I know I'm out of breath and I'm thirsty. I want to say thank you for watching, and really simple. What do you want to eat? Thank you so much, Kapitan. I had a great time in your class this year. It was definitely enlightening. I'm definitely really inspired, and I know that all my friends were very inspired by what we did in this class, and I really hope that we can go on to do great things based on what we learned here. And I thank you for all that you did, and yeah, just thank you. And we're gonna do great things, and we're gonna make you proud. So ขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ